welcome to VoxxedDays Zürich. It's a pleasure to have you all here, and let's just enjoy the day.
Exactly. As usual, we want to have fun. We want to share some knowledge. And it's the 8th edition we do here at City Cinema. Actually, 1 year was with the pandemic, so we were online.
So technically 7, but we still count the online edition
exactly.
as well, yeah.
And we are again here in Zurich to unite all the developers. Mostly of you are close to here, so 90% of the attendees are from Switzerland. And we want, thank you. And we want to remind all of you how is VoxxedDays organized. It's a community-driven event, so all the people that you see here are volunteers with the yellow t-shirt helping us, working for us, and working for you, actually, also. And this is repeated in many different countries all over Europe and around the world.
So VoxxedDays and DevOps is basically a huge family, and we are part of that.
Exactly.
With the great benefit that we also have like the content and the speakers from different places, but also because it's a Swiss edition, we make it Swiss as well. And you will actually also recognize that during the day.
Yeah. Actually, this year has been a very special year for VoxxedDays Switzerland. We had already 2 editions, one in Ticino and one in Cern in January. And we had very nice numbers. Oh, actually, this 414 attendees in Ticino, 280s at Cern, and 546 was 2 days ago. Now the number increased. I will show it later. And as you can see, I mean, we really have many attendees coming from Switzerland, and also a big number of speakers coming from Switzerland. We always try to promote the Swiss speakers to give them a chance, also if they are speakers for the first time. So some of them might be shy. Please support them.
Great. So what is VoxxedDays Zürich? I mean, we have a few ideas or principles we try to accompany. There is actually the thing, it's community-driven. So as Federico said, we try to involve people in the program committee helping us to create the content, and we want not just like that's the 2 of us doing it, so there's like way more people behind this. We try also to be inclusive, and and the other goal is definitely to have like great quality content. And it's actually quite difficult to select the content which is submitted to our CFP tool these days. And obviously, and you will see that later as well, VoxxedDays Zürich is a team event. And that's awesome because you are probably here with your colleagues, right? And that's the way how it should be. So we have been very busy in the last few weeks just because of the event. But as you know, we have families as well. We have work as well. We do other events. And I mean, you may even recognize this picture where the thing in the middle tries to be constant, right? There is like some ideas about that in project management, I would say. And for us, it's important that we can keep up with the quality of the event. But actually, it's like quite difficult. So we sometimes really struggle with that. And we just wanted to show you that there is actually even more than just that event, right?
So, for example, here, for those that want to promote our work with young generations. So what I've been involved in recently has been to be a coach of this young team of robotics engineers. They are building robotics and they are qualified for the European finals. So I'm very proud of them, but the message here is you can do the same wherever you are close to your town. So if you feel that you want to help somehow our community, it's not only with VoxxedDays, you can do similar activities, whatever activities to promote our field. We need young generations to be part of it.
But Federico, when did you qualify for the European final?
We qualified last weekend, actually, so I was absent for some days. I mean, it's very nice to see young generations having the same motivation we had 20 or 30 years ago. So let's hope for that.
Let's hope for that. Yeah, for me, it's actually similar. I'm running an unconference as well in the Swiss mountains where we gather with around 60 developers from throughout Europe. And it's called Software Craft and Testing Conference, or actually it's an unconference. And that also was a month ago, and it kept me busy because I was basically organizing the whole event, and it was just a blast as well. So where people, like-minded people, like just gather and exchange exchange and share ideas and try out few things, and basically they go home to their local communities afterwards and spread the word of what they have learned during these 3-4 days, like spending in the Swiss mountains. And obviously there is a huge community around that, and this Softwerkskammer is called in German, or the Socrates movement, it's everywhere. And I usually say this is like the modern version of what we know like Zünfte, like the tradespeople. They go back again and they bring their knowledge back to their local communities. So I'm involved there as well, and actually this keeps me also busy quite a bit. But it's also fun, right?
Yeah. So, and the concept is just, the message is just, you can do the same. Everybody of us can contribute, and we really please all of you to give back whatever you can, depending on the phase of your life. It might be more or less, but if you can give back, please do it. Here we just wrote down some of the ideas where you could just help our community and help us to be better.
So I think maybe, because it's a very big topic for you, the contribution to open source.
Yes.
I want to ask the audience, hands up please, who has been contributing to open source before?
Oh,
nice, great, thank you. You have also other ways to do that actually. Convince your boss to sponsor, for example, an open source project, right? That's another way. Teach actually like the younger generation, maybe junior developers, to become a person like you and contribute to open source and do just a great job. And there are so many other ways. And I think we are responsible for that as humans. We are responsible of the bubble or the society we are in, and we should actually take action there in many ways, obviously. Right.
So now, thanks for your time on this. Yeah, just be a good citizen was the message. And like Patrick was saying before, I mean, this is really a team event, and we have some companies that really understood the message. They are sending huge numbers of their developers and their team, and we really want to thank them. So, I mean, we put their logo on the website without asking permission. Sorry for that.
So if you're going to bring next year like more than 20 colleagues, you will end up on the list as well, right? And you get like a free sponsoring slot. So we love those companies being so much involved and bringing all their teams actually to be here. And it's like incredible, right?
Yeah. And thank you for
supporting us.
And the number of attendees this year increased a lot, so it will be crowded downstairs. Remember to eat and to be there in time. We will have more information later.
But be also aware, the numbers actually, like it means like we are back to pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And we are even higher than pre-pandemic.
Exactly.
So which is actually wonderful. Thank you for helping us with that as well.
Exactly. And we also need to thank our speakers. Right?
Yeah, definitely. So we have been working on the program, which was a huge amount of work. We had like 375 submissions for talks, and we only have like 35 slots, right? So that means like if you have submitted a talk and you're not in the list of the speakers, I'm sorry for that, but just around 7% made it into the list. So it's getting difficult more and more.
And we actually added one slot, so we have 4 talks more than before, but it's never enough.
Because we couldn't cope actually like with the amount of good submissions we had, yes,
Excellent.
right. And that's for your benefit, obviously. Yes. We also help like speakers in many ways. So sometimes we even coach speakers. So if you are not an experienced speaker and you have a great topic, reach out to us and we help you actually like setting up a great thing. We also have for those companies who not give the money to their speakers to travel to this place, we also have some limited funding, so we can really have like the content we want to have here as well. So we make that happen too. And I think that's also a great message for you. So if your company has like budget restrictions or whatever and you want to talk about something great, we make that happen just because we want that you have fun, that we have fun, we all have fun.
And for companies supporting the speaker to come, we offer a free ticket for diversity and inclusion. So it's a win-win solution situation.
Exactly.
So we're running out of time, but we should not forget to thank our program committee. It's a huge, a very important list of friends, people we trust that we select for the selection process, and our volunteers with the yellow t-shirts. You see, we have a big number of volunteers because we have a lot of people and we have to take care of all of you. So
Yeah.
Thank you to all of them.
So, but also a big thank you to you because you showed up and you trust in us. And also the numbers show actually like that people who have been here the first time, they come back next time with colleagues, obviously. And this is actually a great sign. So thank you actually for joining us and making that happen, right?
So sponsors, like we said, I mean, it's very important for us to have sponsors. They really help to manage a whole event and to plan in advance and know the budget that we have to prepare the gadgets, to prepare for the food and everything. So please give them all a big round of applause so that they continue to support us. We don't share any information with the sponsors. So if you want to be reached out from any of them, please show them your badge and they are authorized to scan it. It's encrypted so nobody can read the information, but the sponsor can. So go to their booth, please.
Yes. And actually they make our conference with the ticket prices quite affordable. So yeah, so that's actually very nice.
We already fixed the date for the next year. So for sure in Ticino and Zurich again, so save the date. Maybe again CERN, but as you know, we have to wait CERN for the confirmation, as usual.
Yeah. Great. And then there are like a few recipes for a successful day. Just I wanted to let you know that we are here and it's about learning, it's about inspiration, it's about communication, it's about networking. Ask also questions. The speakers are usually around downstairs or also participating in the event. Go and ask them and just like mingle and yeah, get to know each other. We also try to be punctual with the timing. Maybe this lot not, but the rest should be actually, because we want to end the day actually like with some beers at the right time.
Exactly.
And we also don't want to have like additional stress for the speakers here, so we try to be like really on time. That's important. And also like with the breaks we do and so on, get back on time so we can start in a punctual way. Right, the thing with the questions I mentioned already, just do that, talk to each other and so on. But then the other thing is actually also like, you have seen maybe Dimitris, he's taking pictures. And if you don't want that your boss knows that you were here, go to the registration, they will take a picture of you and we will filter out your pictures from the thousands of pictures Dimitris is going to do, right? So we just make sure that they don't show up somewhere on social media and so on. So just that you're aware of, you might be shown somewhere, right? And that was also the part with the photo in the end, yes. Great.
To speed up.
So there is also the thing regarding the feedback. We have like 4 different ways to like get feedbacks from you. We use social media, use that too. Use the VDSat24 hashtag. If you share something somewhere on social media, it might be also LinkedIn, that's possible as well. We have a mobile schedule of the day, so that's a new application, right? And with the QR code, and it's also on your badge, you can go to this mobile website and you can provide feedback. You can even like favorite your talks you want to see. So we also like get a rough number like for the rooms.
Please give feedbacks to the speakers. They really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Any feedback, positive or negative, that's very appreciated.
I mean, I would ask questions. I would love to be polite, right? I would ask questions. So, and then they can take it as they want. You have people like with yellow t-shirts, provide them feedback as well. And we will send out after the event a 3-minute survey to get also some additional feedback. So there are like many ways to provide feedback if you want. It doesn't have to be today, right? And then actually there's even some more practical stuff. You probably saw on the back side of your badge there is like the Wi-Fi password for the event Wi-Fi, so you can directly access that. As always, all the talks will be recorded, so that means like in a week, something like that, you will find them on YouTube as well, and we will send out the newsletter so you will know that they are there. So you're not going to miss any talk, right? So don't worry about that. There is no FOMO today. You just don't see the person live, but you can watch the videos later. And we will have a break, just like after Adam's keynote. So go downstairs, get a coffee, get something to eat, and then actually come back again. And what is even more important, you saw that, we have like 2 slots of talks during lunchtime. And we want to avoid big queues downstairs because you saw the space is limited. So go to a talk and go later or earlier to lunch. That helps a lot also with the catering people, right? So we have these 6 bite-sized talks, 20-minute talks, and they are great as well, of course. And they're not even sponsored, right? Nope. That's like real good content. Great. And then actually, like, we have beers, but I'm not sure about the time. It's like 5:30, right?
We changed the time. It's a little bit later, right?
Yeah, I think it's 5:30. Yes. So we have beers actually, like, where we want to celebrate the day, and you're invited to join for the beers at the end of the event. And there are like 2 other things which are very important. In the afternoon, there will be ice cream at the Javi user group booth. Now they're doing it for the 3rd time. Don't miss that. It's really nice ice cream. And you will love it. I mean, I bet with you, you come to me, all of you, and tell me it's great ice cream, for sure. And then actually, like, there will be also popcorn during the day at the booths of N47 and AXA. So go there, grab your bag of popcorn, and sit into the cinema room and feels like you're in the movies, right?
And there are T-shirts also this year, so we hope you like with the new logo.
Yeah, and it's also like during beer time we do that, right? Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. So it's done from our side. So enjoy the day.